Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
Discussion is about what's harder, and we're talking about yo Travis, you might have to choose one. And on the other hand, Ohtani's pitching this year. How long is that gonna last? You know what I mean? That shit is hard. What the fuck Ohtani's doing, bro?
Yeah. Well, he's gonna
And
be
he's
on a
a
pitch
fuck,
count,
and
a
he,
hard pitch
in
count.
my opinion, he's a fucking idiot. He's fucking like he wants to throw 100 miles an hour. He wants to throw power splitters, the crazy slider. Like, bro, like he ain't gonna last either. That shit is, and that's kind of a testament to like what they're talking about, and what we're talking about. Like, yo, that shit is no joke. Like, he's not gonna be able to do it both ways much longer, in my opinion.
He's gonna be on a hard pitch count, bro. They're gonna protect his arm with all their life.
It doesn't matter. It does, bro. We told you, James. Remember James saying it doesn't matter, bro. If you're not optimizing like your biometrics, the way you're releasing the ball in the most like cost benefit way, where you're not hurting yourself, you're doing the right things to maintain your muscles surrounding your arm. That or even because it's not even just your arm, you can hurt your back, you can hurt your knees.
Yeah.
You hurt a lot. You hurt your shoulder.
Yep. On any given play, too.
It's like, bro, that shit is not easy at all to do that shit, and it's probably gonna backfire on Ohtani too. He ain't gonna last long doing that.
What do they expect him to? Is he supposed to be a starter when he pitches, or like a relief guy? Like, what's the idea?
Yeah. Yo. So, not only is he supposed to be a starter, he ain't doing no rehab. The season they go to Japan next week. He's pitching next week.
Oh my god.
No rehab starts, nothing. And like to the audience, like you do rehab starts because you don't wanna go 0 to 100. You wanna rev the engine up slowly. You wanna get
you need conditioning.
You wanna get the RPMs up in like a timely fashion. You don't want, I mean, not in a timely fashion, in a smooth progression. You don't want to just all right, I'm gonna throw you to the wolves. You gotta give me 6 innings. Like if you have a 40 pitch inning, yo, that's on you, bro.
Yeah.
It's extremely dangerous what he's doing for his elbow, his arm in general, his overall health.
I'm thinking give this fool a fucking.
He will have
a bullpen role. I'm gonna give him a bullpen fucking role, and that's where you save him. You save him like doubly, not just by pitch count, but also like, yo, if you guys just won the World Series, you're probably the best team in the league, right? Other than the Braves, you're probably the best team in the league. Thus, you're gonna have a lot of games where you have a tremendous offense, right? You're gonna have plenty of games where you're winning by a lot, and you don't need to use him, right? If you're up by 5 runs, you don't need to bring Ohtani in the pitch. Let him get his work on the side, like you were saying, like conditioning, like workouts to stay in shape and keep the RPMs a little bit up, so you're not like killing yourself to do it. You need to do that. If you give him starting, and you're trying to get him to 100 pitches by mid-season or some shit like that, I don't know about that. Because guess what? You lose him. Real quick. If you lose his arm pitching, you lose it hitting too.
Yes.
Because you can't have that shit where it's like his UCL or whatever the fuck tears. He can't hit after that, bro. He can't hit either. He's gonna be rehabbed. He's gonna be out for a while. I'm just saying.
Well, here's the psychological thing of why did the Dodgers sign him to the continent? So, like, I don't know if you're aware, he also apparently brought in approximately $200 million to the Dodgers from endorsements last year.
I could believe it. The way I've heard people talk about him, the way I heard you talk about him, as far as how popular he is and all that shit, I can believe it.
Yeah, like from Japanese company, like he's bigger than he's bigger than LeBron here, over there in Japan. Like, he's bigger than what LeBron is here or Jordan is here to them over there. and their dollars or their money reflects that. But think about it from his point of view, the Dodgers' point of view, and then on top of that, sorry to say, but think about how stupid these fucking this league is when it comes to the art of all mechanics involved in the game, the art of fielding, the art of hitting, and the art of pitching. Like I don't know I don't know what the fuck these guys are thinking. I don't know what stone age they're in with how they treat their players,
Yeah,
how they maximize it. Like they still don't know how to keep these pitchers healthy, which is embarrassing.
bro. Like this may sound
But
like, go ahead, go ahead.
I just think the conspiracy theory is they don't want them to be healthy. They want them to be mules.
So we can give them cheaper contracts. Is that it? Is that the play?
well, well, here's the thing. That doesn't apply to him though. He's
Yeah,
a made man.
yeah.
He was a made man before he came to the league. He was a made man. He just had to show you that he could do it both ways and he could do it at a high level. And then from that point on,
That's a major
he
pause, by the
called
way.
his own shot.
That's super pause, by the way. So throw that in there.
Super pause, yeah. But I'm just saying, it's interesting. Like both players have like serious shortcomings when it comes to trying to do what they're trying to do.
Yeah,
Like yeah, Otani's done it, but I mean, I would not call what he's done successful because he keeps getting hurt. And as he
yeah.
ages, he's already 30. Where do you think this is going? Where do you think this is logically going?
The whole thing is marketing, Anthony. That's the only like. Let's be real. Their most valuable player was Freddie Freeman during the world.
But he's
Them
not,
winning
yeah,
championships. Freddie Freeman's more valuable than
yeah,
Otani, in my opinion.
but they don't think right him.
Exactly, because he doesn't, like you said. What he's $200 million they made on profit because of this fool being there. Like
Yeah.
that's a big deal. Freddie ain't doing that. He's gonna help them win. Otani will help them win too, but Freddie's like big time. Let's win type shit. You know.
Well, and then if you look at Mookie Betts with his defense, it's like I'd take
Yeah.
Mookie Betts over you too, bro.
Hey, 100%, 2,000,000%. And by the way,
Yeah.
the stolen base thing with Otani was also to me fraudulent, bro, because of the rule
Well,
changes.
That's why the game's a joke. The game's a joke with this new stolen base shit. It's a joke.
For any fool, I'm telling you right now, Anthony, some fool in 10 years, when Otani's retired or whatever, or maybe he's at the edge of retiring, whatever the fuck, they're like, well, man, I mean, this guy runs like Ricky Henderson. He hits like Barry Bonds. They're gonna dick ride this motherfucker.
I know what you're trying to. I know who you're trying to talk like.
I'm just saying, like,
With their uncut hoops.
they're gonna call him Ricky
Gotta
fucking
handle it,
Henderson on the
don't do
bases.
it.
That's bananas. Like, did you fools watch Ricky Henderson? There's no like Otani's nowhere near that guy running the bases.
No.
But the stats will say so. And sing hing, here comes Otani, the best base stealer in MLB history, the best balance of all aspects of baseball, the best player ever. Like they might do some goat shit, Anthony.
That dude's never taken the field defensively either. I mean, he's not a defender.
Yeah.
You want to say he could defend his position as a pitcher? I mean, I'll take your word for it.
All baseball had baseball themselves have told the world the game is not enough. The game is not enough. Thus, we have to market things, meaning like blow things out of proportion, almost the way like even though the UFC is still like they're doing good, but they do it right where they're like, oh my god, the greatest middleweight. Exactly. Baseball now has to do that with no one watching.
Kamaru Usman is the greatest of all time. He gets knocked out. Edwards is the greatest of all time.
And, like baseball's gonna do that with no one watching now, and the thing that no one's watching, and they get 2-minute segments on First Take. Other motherfuckers are gonna repeat it. But is Ohtani like the GOAT or something? Like they don't watch the games. They don't watch Ohtani, but they heard his name on First Take, and they end up repeating it. Like, yeah, Ohtani's like the best player ever. And then there's some future generation, maybe younger generations get back into baseball, and that's going to be the lore. Is that like, yo, this guy was the best player ever. He could throw like Roger Clemens and he could hit like Barry Bonds. He could run the bases like Ricky Henderson. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's sad, bro.
It's like you're building literally like a house of cards. You're basically building a house of cards. It's bananas. I don't know, man. I don't know. And it's like, I'll be real with you, this is like a kind of a side note. It's a part of the topic, but side note. Where it's like, their rule changes in regards to rushing pitchers to throw pitches endangers everyone. The pitcher may not be ready to throw a pitch, he can get hurt. The pitcher may not be ready to throw a pitch, he could hit the fucking batter. These guys are throwing very hard, right?
Did you do you remember when I told you that over the last, it started before the pitch clock, but over the last, I think it was 2 or 3 years, it's been like a record-breaking year after year for hit by pitch. Pitchers are way
Yes, I
way
remember you
more
mentioning that.
wild. Yeah, pitchers are way more wild. They walk more people. They don't throw strikes. And unfortunately, the hitters are so dumb that they end up striking out anyways. So it's like, yo,
Oh,
we have the
baseball,
dumbest
what are we
pitcher we've
doing?
ever had, and they're benefited by having the dumbest hitter we've ever had.
Oh my god, dude. The wreck, like,
You have
I was
the,
already wrecked, you're further wrecking me, Anthony. I'm wrecked.
dude, like
It's
you
fucking
had to
sport.
take this. So let me get this straight. You had to bend shift, and it got worse. You banded the shift, and it got worse. Last year was like the lowest average, I think, of all time.
I'm Well, as you know, what baseball will do is say, well, our pitchers are the best they've ever been ever. That's why the hitting's going down. The pitching is just so good. And if a bunch of guys throwing, maybe they're throwing 100 miles an hour, but they get more, let's say they get more accurate, Anthony. They start throwing fastballs right down the middle. They start getting tanked. Like if you throw right down the middle, a fastball right down the middle, and you tell, like, you know that pitch is coming to hit as a hitter, these are pro hitters. They will crush the shit out of it, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, they won't. MLB will not say, well, pitching's going downhill. What they'll say is, hitters are just getting better. They're so much better now. Like, bro, their fastball's right down the middle, and they're killing it. Yeah, you're supposed to do that. No, it's the skill of the hitters. They're just destroying. Look at the exit velocities. They've gone up every year since blah 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 blah. Right? It's false marketing. Thus, you're built on a house of cards. Thus, I'm sorry. Like, even if someone wanted to get into your sport, you're gonna find nothing but hollowness. Thus, they might walk like I did. Like, oh, fuck it, I'm out of here. And if you don't have true fans, you got nothing, bro. Now you're just Tim Pool paying for viewers, paying to have people watch your shit, paying bots to upvote your highlight videos. Like, that's what it turns into. Emptiness. You're losing money. Like, you're spending money in order to make your shit look popular, in order to make money at some point. It's just a failing thing to me. I think it's a failing strategy, especially for the core love of the game. That really dies. But you know what? This is the world we live in. People are okay with robots taking over everything. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Do whatever. Fuck it. Let the robots. Hey, this will be amazing, Anthony. Right? MLB make their own app. Right? They already have one for sure. And they broadcast the World Series between, in 10 years, the Yankees and Dodgers playing the World Series again. Oh my God! And 65% of the audience are just bots.
Yep.
Like, oh my God, 10 million concurrent viewers or whatever, right? And half of them are fucking robots. They're not even real people. In fact, the employees of Major League Baseball have 8 different TVs in their house, all trying to play the game to get more viewers for it. This is what you run into. Instead of going right to people, you go right to corporate shit, which is what Manfred has done. How do we algorithmically make this game faster set? These dumb fucks can pay attention to it. Let's hollow out the game and then get hollow viewers for it.
Well, let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest.
Rack, bro.
He's trying to speed up the game because the people who go to the game find it an inconvenience to stay longer than they want to.
It's wreckage. It's wreckage, bro.
I want to hear what this fucker has to say.
I hit recording too late. What was this? 2:31. Let me play the initial. I I keep almost calling him Travis Scott. Travis Hunter's initial comments, just so we have it on record that he said it. Right? We're not making this shit up. Let's just play this, and then it's 2:33. I'll go back.
Probably me what I do in football because it's a lot on your body. You know, Tony
Pause.
is a great player, but you got to do a lot in football.
So he's comparing Ohtani to himself, as in like what's more, because Ohtani pitches and hits, right? That's major pause. And Travis Hunter plays defense and offense, so that's where that's from. Just to show you for context, let's go back to what Gonzo's gonna say. There we go.
So that alone got you ahead of the curve.
Listen, I think both you and Shay are right. It's obviously harder physically.
Yeah.
Physically, with what Travis Hunter's talking about, but when you're talking about
that's skill.
What's more difficult is hitting the pitch. My only thing.
Oh, yeah.
My only
Sure.
conflict
that's
with
what
what
I meant.
Shannon had to say is when he talked about nobody's hitting the baseball better than Shohei Ohtani. Well, damn it. That ain't necessarily true. That damn Freddie Freeman and Mookie
Hey!
after my Yankees in the World Series better than Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, fucking from all people, Stephen A. said it. I'm wrecked, bro.
Dude, Stephen A. on some level watches the game a little bit. The other two, I'm not too sure.
Well, they all should have grown up where baseball was king dingling, right? All of them grew up. Baseball was maybe not with their friends, maybe not in their neighborhood, maybe not in their towns, but nationwide, baseball was number one, and they grew up with that shit. And they know who Barry Bonds is. They know who Ken Griffey Jr. is. They know who Mark McGwire is. They know who Sammy Sosa is. Like they know these names. Stephen A's a little bit older. I think a little bit older than them, right? Obviously older than Chad. He's older than Shannon too, right?
I think Shannon's older than Stephen A.
Oh, really? Okay. But those guys.
They're about the same age. I think Shannon's a couple of years older.
Okay. Well, either way, even though their particular choices of a favorite sport were different, they had to know that baseball was the number one. Like, I bet there's younger people that can't understand that. They're like, wait, baseball was the number one sport? Yeah, not that long ago either. And guess what? It wasn't like they dominated a decade. They dominated decades. Like,
they dominated for like 80 years.
From the sport's inception to the maybe early 2000s. That is all baseball. All of it. Yes, the other sports blew up too. Obviously, the Michael Jordan era of basketball, where Jordan became like this. He was the most, regardless of what was happening in baseball, Michael Jordan was still the most popular athlete on the planet, right? At that time.
Yeah.
But
That's
still.
when you saw something possible besides baseball.
Exactly. But still, while Michael Jordan was on that run, there's still the Dynasty Yankees happening too, in the same time period, which was as popular as anything in America. Maybe not globally. Michael Jordan would definitely win globally. Maybe basketball might win globally. Maybe, right?
Maybe.
But nationwide, baseball was number one, straight up. So, I mean, fuck. I'm sure they'll have this debate, and do a little bit of maybe take some shots at MLB because they dropped them, right? And MLB got pissed off about it. Where these guys do segments where they kind of shit on baseball a bit. I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. But bring on a baseball player to talk about this. But whatever. All right, I'll keep it playing. Thank you, Stephen A., for mentioning Ohtani is not the best hitter in baseball. And guess what? He's not the best pitcher in baseball either. So, if he was both of those, I'd be like, okay. You know what? He's that guy. He's the man. But he ain't like that. He's talented, but he's not that.
He's not available enough to be the best pitcher in baseball.
True. and he's not skilled enough to be the best hitter.
And no, when he pitched, he also wasn't the best.
Exactly. But here we go.
Talk about
He's in
nobody's
the
hit the
top five.
baseball better than Shohei Ohtani.
Say that again. Sorry.
No, he's like in the top 5, but he's not. I don't think he's
Yeah.
one. Even that might be debatable.
Conflict with what Shannon had to say is when he talked about nobody's hitting the baseball better than Shohei Ohtani. Well, damn it, that ain't necessarily true. That damn Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts blasted my Yankees in the World Series better than Shohei Ohtani
It's a
did.
major pause.
I wish they had hit like Shohei Ohtani did in the World Series. Yankees might be champions right now. That was not the case. Other than that, I have nothing
Yeah,
else.
Freeman especially. Let me ask you this, Chad. Ocho.
Oh, Molly.
Do I have time to ask him or no? We got to keep it going.
I don't care if she did surgeries. She got
Hunter should be a wide receiver,
pounds of makeup on. I don't care, bro. I'm in love with Molly.
He's so
Conversation's over,
I think
Jordan.
he should play
What?
TV full time and have
The
have
baseball
wide
conversation's
receiver.
over.
That's how dynamic he is. I don't think we've
Already
seen anything
done.
like this obviously since Charles Woodson,
Yeah.
Deion.
I'm wrecked. Bro.
Yeah, I'm right.
Well, that's enough for that sport. Anyways, Stephen A. said 5 words about it. He's like, all right, done. Now it's about Travis Hunter. I still almost called him Travis Scott in my head. Whatever. Hey, here's the thing. Travis Scott, I don't even know about how good he's going to be in football. I've seen a couple things, like highlights, some of him playing in college. What's up?
You just called him Travis Scott, bro.
Whatever. Travis Hunter. I've seen Travis Hunter.
Right.
I've seen it. I unconsciously did it. Whatever. I've seen I've seen a little bit of him playing football. Some of the highlights, some of the speed and athleticism he has. Awesome, right? But guess what? This guy can stream too. I've seen his streams of him playing college football or Madden on YouTube or Twitch, or whatever. He has he's personable. Like he's gonna win in that area, bro.
He's cool. Yeah, he's cool.
If he becomes like a really good player, bro, he's gonna have commercials and advertisements out the ass. Like it's
I hope he does too. I hope he leaves his girlfriend too. Apparently.
oh goddamn,
Yeah, she's a little gold digger. I don't know. You don't know about that.
oh, goddamn.
The comment section, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you went right to the scandalous shit that's going on over here. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get. I don't want to besmirch his name, bro. She did some foul stuff to him.
Oh goddamn. Well, you know what? The life of a professional athlete while you're in college, or while you're leaving college or whatever. But you have to beat her for 3 years, right? Or in college?
Yes, 3
Okay.
years. Yes. He went 1 year to Jacksonville. Was it Jacksonville or Jackson State? And then Dion went to Colorado, and everybody went with him, including Travis.
Oh
And Travis
goddamn.
Travis did 2 years
Okay.
in Colorado.
Okay. So you know what? Good luck to the guy. Yeah, he's gonna have that thing. Even like if it's this is not a battle, but a matter like battle of popularities of like baseball and football. That's not even an argument. It's football by a mile. And domestically, he's gonna step all over Ohtani. Sorry. In Japan, Ohtani will be that guy, right? But guess what? If America boosts Travis Hunter up, he's going to be bigger, more valuable than Ohtani
Well,
worldwide.
You don't even have to know. You don't even have to know who he is. If he's on the right team and they're competitive, he's gonna get famous. He already is famous. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like he'll get into that stratosphere Ohtani can never get into in this country.
Yeah.
That's not a slight on Ohtani. It's just Ohtani plays the wrong sport.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, imagine if he's really good and he fucking gets a pick 6 on Sunday and destroys a random in Madden on Monday. Like, like it's going to be stupid, right? He might become, like, he could become global. And if he's like that shit where the marketing they do with Ohtani, where it's like, oh my God, he's like, you know, the biggest icon in the sport, right? Babe Ruth. It's like, oh, he's Babe Ruth of baseball right now. He pitches, he hits, pause. if Travis does that with offense and defense in football and special
It's not even
teams,
close. It's not even close.
while he's beating up dweebs in Madden during the week and shit, and
Or like imagine, no, like imagine he catches the game leading touchdown, and then he catches the pick that seals the deal. Like, come on, bro.
exactly.
You can't touch that type of shit.
Exactly. I mean, Dion was a fucking spectacle back in his day, bro. He's like, yo, his name's Primetime for a fucking reason.
Yeah,
He was that guy. So if Travis does that, hey, man, the world is your oyster, as they say. But see, look, even I, like, even us, like, yeah, we moved on from baseball too. How's Travis doing? Like, it is what it is. All right, his overall claim, right? He's like, what I do, he says what he does is more difficult, right?
Yeah.
Skill-wise, no, sorry, Travis. It'll take, like, Otani's a good athlete, right? It would take him less time to learn how to catch footballs and run routes than it would for you to hit a fucking 95-mile-an-hour fastball correctly. Not just make contact, but hit the motherfucker, like, for real. It'll take you longer, Travis Hunter. Sorry.
Now the only thing that is kind of not like you can't quantify it, but it should have its own metric is um like grit and heart when it comes to playing football. You know what I mean?
Yes, but that exists in baseball as well. That's just sports in general.
It does, yeah. But it's just like it seems like it's on display in a whole other magnitude in football.
It can. That's now that one I'm gonna disagree with you on because I think
Oh, really?
if the sports, let's say the sports are an equal popularity, right? Now pick a moment in football where someone's like, "Oh fuck, he's playing hurt. What a moment!" Can you name one? The heart, the grit.
No, because they're usually well, you could. There's a couple like you play with a broken arm and you got a cast on your arm. I've seen dudes do that. Radio Lewis did that.
Okay.
Linebackers do that type of shit. I've seen corners do that too. I'm just saying, you have a high ankle sprain and you play through it. You take a shot, you play through it.
Oh yeah, but do
See
they
that?
take on mythical thing? Like once again, if both sports are equal to each other, is anything topping Kurt Schilling's bloody sock against the Yankees, Red Sox Yankees in the playoffs? Is anything topping Kurt Schilling's bloody sock ankle thing? It's
Off
not
the top
in
of my
football.
head,
No, it's never happened. We haven't seen it.
Off the top of my head, no, I can't. Only thing like that would be like Jordan's flu game.
Exactly, but that's basketball, all right? That's
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm just trying to find like a moment that
Paul Pierce collapsed into a wheelchair.
that no, that don't count. Right.
Conspiracy theory. He shit his pants. They had to like go back and change and come back, take a shower.
Kyrie tore his ACL and he took his 2 free throw shots. Kobe
With the Achilles.
Yeah, and he took his free throws, like shit like that. But even that's like, all right, but you're done though. Like you ain't come back.
Remember Gibson with the Dodgers when he hit that fucking? This dude's like
Yeah,
limping
he's
around the
hobbling.
bases and shit.
Freddie was like that last year too. Freddie was hobbling too.
But it wasn't as momentous, right? It's just like basketball has magical moments of that shit. I have not seen that in football.
No.
I get it. It
The
is what
sport
it is.
is like, dude, the sport is too gruesome, and you need to have a certain level, a certain floor of athleticism to be to justify being on the field.
Yes.
Unless
you're
you're
a
a
quarterback.
quarterback, unless you're like Ben Roethlisberger. I've seen Ben Roethlisberger. He played with like a high ankle sprain, and he literally couldn't run. He was hobbling the whole game. I've seen shit like
Yeah.
that, but it doesn't take on the lore the other two sports does.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I agree with that. I'm just saying, I don't discard that though. That shit is fucking hard, dude.
No. Football players probably. I'm not gonna say eat more shit, but like the hard impacts, they eat more of those things.
Yeah.
But
And you don't, and I mean, if the CTE shit, I mean, that's real, bro.
yeah, 100%. Exactly.
Like even like when we were watching the Aaron Hernandez shit, like yo, like Like I've seen dudes go crazy from a concussion. Like you don't know how that shit's gonna affect you.
Yeah.
And like best case scenario is that like you have the dizziness or you're forgetful shit like that. But like yeah, it's got a wide range of consequences.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Presently and after the fact.
Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, I agree with that. Just baseball has more majestic moments with these things.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I would of all sports it'd definitely be boxing, right? Or UFC or like a combat sport where these guys like get their brains beaten and they make a comeback and they while they're on like their last life they're still fucking fighting.
Anderson Silva's getting knocked the fuck out the whole game, the whole fight, and he catches him with a little fucking Kimura. That's it. Or Pierre is beating the shit out of Adesanya. And Adesanya just pulls a right hand out of nowhere and just equalizes the whole fight.
I think that was in reverse. I think it was Adesanya whipping his ass all the way and
No.
Pereira hit him.
No. I'm talking about the one where no. I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. He wasn't beating him up. He looked like he had Adesanya in trouble, and Adesanya with like one punch like just changed the whole fight.
Yeah.
Where like he was like flat footed, right? His back was at the cage and he just swung like
Yeah.
shit. Like yeah, that's like ultimate. Like that's even the shit we watched Saturday, where this dude's like he's not supposed to beat Tank.
Yeah.
He might not have beaten Tank, but like even if he lost, it's like nah, bro, you hold your head up high, bro.
Yeah.
Like you did your thing, bro. Regardless of the outcome, like combat sports is just a different animal.
Yeah.
It's like what did Teddy Atlas say? Like, yo, the whole world can be fucked. Nothing is fair. And for one night, you have a shot to make everything right. Yeah, like that shit's like that's movie shit. That's why those shits work in movies.
Exactly. Oh, that's awesome. But all right. So I'll end it here. I'm sure we'll just talk about football the rest of the time and how good Travis Hunter is going to be. So, but good luck to both of them, Ohtani, Hunter. It's just baseball is so. Even when they do a baseball segment, it took up 2 minutes of the time, and the rest is fucking football.
They couldn't wait.
You bring in
Molly's literally like, yo, I got any more time left? Dude's like, nah, cut that shit. The producer's like, yo, stop talking about baseball, bro.
You got 2 NFL guys and a baseball and a basketball guy telling us about baseball. Like, it is what it is. It's not even some American that they like. Oh, I've had conversations with Ohtani, right? You didn't, because apparently he doesn't speak English at all, and
yeah, that's what he wants you to believe.
And it's, you can ask Ohtani for $10 million, and he might give it to you. Just be like, listen, just sign here, Ohtani. And it's like a check, a blank check. But I don't understand English too well. Okay, I'll sign it.
You sure sound like you do.
Shout out to the interpreter. All right, there's the video. Good luck to both these gentlemen. That is it.